These are the hands that build cathedrals. These are the hands that feed the world. These are the hands that kill the ones we heal. These are the hands of man.
Hi, I'm standing on top of the Liverpool building in Liverpool. It's a city with a rich and interesting history, a city of excellent architecture, cathedrals, museums, a city noted for its football, a city noted also for its music. I've been coming here, I have a long and strong relationship with Liverpool since my teenage years, and the friendly people have also been a very good reason to be here. I brought the cameras along to film my EPK electronic press kit, and I hope you enjoy the city as much as I do. You'll be seeing a lot of the stuff from my Hands of Man album here in Liverpool. Hope you enjoy it.
And we have crossed the oceans, we have followed the stars, we have learned to reason, we have studied the heart, we can build cathedrals.
I'm very pleased with this record because each of the songs is an individual and strong idea. I got back into the idea of individual songs. So the Hands of Man basically developed as I went along. I had a couple of songs that I had from the past, and I wrote quite a few more based on ideas that I had during the songwriting process.
I hear her voice, she calls to me, I know she's near, but I cannot see.
The Hands of Man album was recorded initially at British Grove Studios, which is owned by Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. It's one of the best studios I've ever worked in, and I've done quite a lot of recording in the past, like Moonfleet and Footsteps records. And then we moved sound systems across to my home in Ireland, where I recorded the Home album. And I did a lot of the vocals there as well, and additional bits and pieces, and it's a very comfortable environment to work in. When you get up in the morning and you walk to work, it takes you about 3 minutes and there you are. So that was good.
And all the changes there that can be.
Sometimes ideas are like a seed in the wind that lands, and then it grows in your garden. And the other way of writing a song is you take an idea, like in The Keeper of the Keys, for example, and you plant it in the ground deliberately. And that then grows into an idea that expands into a song. I wrote this song last year, thinking about that young girl, Malala, who was shot because she wanted to go to school. In my imagination, I've gone into a prison where there is a woman who wishes to have an education, wishes to live a life of her own determination, self-determination. And it's me hearing her voice, but in my imagination, she is going to break free and become the person that she's always dreamed of being. Another idea I had was going back to the old vinyl record days where you had one side and the other side. So we've done Sunrise, and then Meridian, which is midday, AM and PM, and then side 2 is Sunset. There are, I believe, on this record 14 or 15 tracks, and I do feel they're linked, but they're not connected.
There goes my heart again, lost in the dark again.
There Goes My Heart Again is what the French refer to as the coup de foudre, the thunderbolt. You look across a room and suddenly your eyes connect with somebody and you go, wow.
People say, don't lose your heart again. But look, what could I do when lightning strikes this way?
This is the River Mersey, a strong and fast-flowing river, which appears to be 2 or 3 times the width of the River Rhine, and presumably why there are not too many bridges across it. In the background is the ferry, There's a well-known song, Ferry Across the Mersey, and if you want to pronounce it the Liverpool way, you have to say Mersey, you know, with a Scouse accent. Maybe that's where I got the idea for Don't Play the Ferryman. Maybe.
I can tell by your eyes you've had one of those days when nothing is easy, everything is a strain, the endless queues and traffic.
I'm standing outside a house that is a point of pilgrimage for Beatle fans from all over the world. It is 24th Lynn Road in Liverpool, where Paul McCartney, from the age of 12, spent his teenage years. And in this house he composed some of the greatest melodies ever written in pop music.
When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
I can hardly tell you what a thrill it is for me to be here inside Paul McCartney's house. I think it's safe to say that without the music of the Beatles, I and thousands of musicians would never have started the business in the first place. And for me to be in this room where apparently around 40 songs were composed is so exciting. For me, listening as a youngster to the music of Lennon McCartney was like walking into a complete dreamland, a new world where anything was possible. They were amongst the first people to write their own songs, and what songs they were. Even 50 years later, their influence is still being strongly felt all over the world. Countries which cannot speak a word of English, they adore the music of the Beatles, and it all started here.
Birds on the wing, we are the lost generation. We have to go, breaking the hearts of a nation.
I think a lot of people have experienced those days when you've left home and you've gone away, perhaps to a big city. And for me, it was very much that feeling when I went to London in the early stages of my career looking for fame and fortune. And it was a very lonely time, but it's, I suppose, character building in the big city on a big city Sunday.
Here on a Sunday, it's bringing me down. The streets are deserted, there's no one around. On big city Sundays, it's when I'm alone. I'm holding back the tears, dreaming of home.
I just hope with this new release that I will please a lot of the older fans who've been with me throughout my career and possibly more recently, but it's also very interesting to try and bring new fans in, people who've not, maybe they think The Lady in Red is the only thing I ever did, but I think The Handsome Man will definitely reach out and grab a new audience. I'm very confident that the melodies and the ideas are strong enough to do that, to reach through the radio or somebody's car stereo, and people say, oh, I like that, I might go and buy that. You know, who is that artist? So that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Well, now it's time to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this short film about Liverpool and my new album, The Hands of Man.
Dreaming of home.